But yeah, so Dr. Disrespect apparently uninstalled Call of Duty for Nickmercs. He says unless they apologize and reinstate the Nickmercs bundle, he will not be playing the game.
Is uninstall the game. Number one. I mean, don't get a mistake. This year's Call of Duty is the worst in its franchise. But that decision by COD's PR marketing team. I'll tell you right now, man.
Yes, he's more loyal to Nickmercs having his skin than his own wife. I know. Yes, he's more loyal to that. I mean, he's also more loyal to Shungite, really. Bro, up the Shungite. You know what I mean? Just add a little bit more Shungite to that diet. Put it around La Casa. Okay, little pyramids, that sort of thing. I feel like we don't have enough Shungite in La Casa right now.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one to digest for the two-time. I feel like, A, they either need to apologize publicly to him or reinstate his bundle in order for me.
Whenever a COD fan talks about COD games, they always say the current one is the worst. Yeah, except it's also always true. So, like, they're not wrong. Yes, whichever Call of Duty game is being mass consumed and played by everybody is the worst one because that's the one that has all of the hackers in it. And that's the one that Call of Duty just straight up cannot fucking ban all of the hackers in for some fucking weird reason. So, yeah, that is the reason why it's always the worst one. I'm just happy that Dr. Disrespect now has like 200 gigs of free space on his fucking hard drive.
For me to consider playing Call of Duty again. That's where I'm at. We just don't.
So if someone else has an opinion opposite of yours, are we just going to cancel them? Doesn't matter if we agree. Who's to say your opinion is right? Okay. I need you to understand something. Okay. Nickmercs is not fucking canceled. There is no such thing as cancel culture, but a brand will react usually when they don't like your output. Okay. That's why you have to be fucking brand friendly, which is why I said it's not even about politics. It's about being accommodating. Okay? It's about being nice. It's about fostering a community built around peace and love and built around being understanding and accepting. That's it. I don't get it. Let's say you have a brand and you're giving money to another person, and that person is all of a sudden saying like, hey, I actually don't fuck with all this gay shit, let's say. I don't even think, I don't fuck with this trans shit, let's say. Okay, let's not even say gay, because I don't think Nickmercs is homophobic. Okay? Do you have to keep working with that person? No. And by the way, while we are defending a particular content creator, okay? While we're defending a particular content creator, how about you say that kind of shit at your place of work? What kind of reaction would happen to you? Because cancel culture does not exist for like people like myself and people like Nick. Let's be fucking real. You might actually take some hits left and right when you come out and you pop off on a particular issue, okay? I mean, my cancellation is baked into my commentary anyway. I'm not getting any fucking brand deals. Let's be real. Okay? And the ones that do come to me, I usually say no to anyway, regardless. But you don't have those kinds of amenities. You don't have that kind of, you don't have those resources. You don't have those amenities. You can barely avoid the top of the hour ad break, which comes at the top of the hour every hour when there's a 3-minute long ad break. Okay? Cancel culture is real for you. You can't do shit. Okay? You can't do shit. You can't even fucking avoid the ads at the top of the hour without subscribing for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account or by getting gifted a sub if you're lucky. Thank you, Ironsides, for the 5 gifted subs. We need to be accepting on his opinion. No, you are accepting of his opinion. That's why you want others to be accepting of his opinion as well. That's different. Why? Like, what do you mean? Why would a brand which has like trans and gay consumers of the brand, which has trans and gay developers and shit inside of the company, why would that brand on the 1 month, the 30-day, 31-day fucking month of the year, that where they act like they give a fuck about gay people, why would that brand not actually do something about that? Of course they're going to do something about that. Like, do you understand where you're coming from? Do you know why? Like, do you know how fucking ridiculous that is? That's wild. I don't know where the fuck the dude is. Free speech is no freedom of consequences of that speech. The dude. Okay. I agree. We need to be accepting, but we can't just take something away from someone because they took away his skin. I work with people I don't agree with all the time. We differ in opinions, but we all learn to get along. Accepting is a two-way street. Okay. But remember, there are certain things you can and can't say in the fucking workplace. Nick's workplace is both Twitter and Twitch. If you were to say these fucking, these queer people are grooming children, which is not as aggressive as what he said, so there's still an out for him, or was an out for him from the jump. He could have just been like, oh, everybody misunderstood me. You know what I mean? People still would have gotten mad at him, especially because he follows Matt Walsh and whatnot. But he could have clarified and been like, oh, I just, I'm a new parent. This is, I'm very worried about what I see in the media, but I think I got this wrong. Obviously, love is love. Who cares? I don't have an issue with this. And, the LGBT community is not fucking magically grooming people by existing in society. Okay? But if at your fucking place of work, if you turned around and said, yeah, these homosexuals are grooming our fucking children, you get fired so goddamn fast, dude. Holy shit. Are you out of your mind? Like, what are you saying? We need to be accepting of his opinion. I accept everyone's opinion. I accept your position, and his being accepting isn't. I am right here. I am a parent, so I understand his position. I want to teach my kids certain things. Yeah, but he didn't say that. Yeah, I know he didn't say that. I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. He repeated something, whether willingly or unwillingly, that right-wingers have been saying since the beginning of fucking Pride Month or even before, and they've said it about every other fucking marginalized identity in the past. It's an intolerant perspective, okay? It's one that is also objectively incorrect, and at a time when there is so much fucking anti-queer legislation being passed left and right in fucking states where the people themselves are not even asking for this and the right-wing legislators are doing it on their own volition, of course, that kind of fucking rhetoric is going to cause a brand to say, no, I don't want to work with you anymore. What the fuck are you doing? Okay? You get that? Being a parent doesn't automatically change that. You can teach your child whatever you want to teach your child, okay? You probably shouldn't teach your child that being gay or being trans is wrong, obviously. And you should probably teach your child that, trans and gay people exist in society and it's perfectly normal and it's perfectly fine. Teach them acceptance so they don't become fucking dumbasses later down the line, hateful dumbasses later down the line who don't understand why things are the way they are and are just lashing out at the fucking world because their parents taught them wrong. But as far as this kind of shit goes, okay, you can't say I accept everyone's opinion and then simultaneously say, but I don't accept schools. I don't accept schools teaching kids that LGBT people exist. Okay, if you understand that that's how we need to, if you agree with that, we all need to learn how to get along, then wonderful. Then you probably shouldn't come out of the gates and defend a group of fucking psychotic weirdos like the fucking Proud Boys, okay? whether willingly or unwillingly, whether because you knew what they were doing or you didn't know what they were doing. But the fact that like if you came out of the gate swinging as a prominent media person, yes, of course brands are gonna fucking retaliate towards that, especially on fucking Pride Month. That's the other thing. The other part of this is like it's literally the one time he's not gonna be able to get away with saying some shit like that. That's actually the kind of funnier part about this subject matter is that like what's happening? Are we just, is this what we're doing? We're just like fucking, we're just gonna channel the narrative that like, gay people are groomers actually? Like that's insane. That is a fucking insane thing to say. With great power comes great responsibility. Okay?
That's embarrassing. Holy shit.
We, as content creators, are profoundly fortunate motherfuckers, okay? We are some of the luckiest people on the planet. We hit the lottery. We hit the lottery every day. I hit the lottery every fucking day that I can hit start streaming, okay? Same goes for Nick. We're loved by our fan base. We have a tremendous amount of responsibility because of that reason. And when that's the case, you can't just fucking, you're not talking to your neighbor. You can't just like go and put your brand on something that's so hateful. There are probably, in the Nickmercs fan base, in the M fam, there's probably trans people. There's probably gay people in there. You know what I mean? They're going to see that. Maybe some of them are going to go, well, I just want to see this in the most charitable light possible. Maybe he didn't mean that like he, hates people. He hates people like me and thinks we're automatically grooming people. Okay? Stop saying not many. When you're that big of a fucking normie face and content creator, like there's plenty of people. It doesn't matter. I'm sure there are. You know what I mean? This wasn't just like this wasn't like completely random, completely unprompted. You know what I mean? It was very directed towards a particular subject matter. And it was like it painted him in the worst possible light that he could have been painted in. I don't think you understood that. So that's Dr. Disrespect. And now he's uninstalling COD and he says he won't be returning
Gotta
back
do. It's a tough one. That's a tough one to digest for the two-time. I feel like, A, they either need to apologize publicly to him.
Yeah. Here's one of his trans fans talking about it. I don't even know what to say.